Okay, dear students, now we want to start 7.9 concept and exercise. 7.9 concept and exercise belongs to fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, now see, this will come under definite integrals only. Definite integrals only. In definite integrals, earlier class we have seen 7.8 concept and exercise as limit of sums. Limit of sums we have seen as definite integral. This is also definite integral, but this is called fundamental theorem of calculus. Let us see what is this and all. See, normally some conditions are there. Why? Because see, we know very well, unless the function is continuous, we are not able to do the differentiation. Whenever there is no differentiation, there is no integration. Okay, that is why the function should be continuous. We know very well. See, this definite integral, how to do rather than limit of sums. Fundamental theorem of calculus. See, actually proof for this is not required and beyond the scope of the textbook like they have mentioned. I am also not giving any proof. Just we will see 1 or 2 minutes and straight away we go to 7.9 exercise. Okay, see, if this is your integral, say a to b f of x dx. Observe carefully here, every notation is very important. Integral dx, elongated s dx should be there, must, whether it may be definite integrals or not. Okay, that is one thing. Without function also they be there. Why? Because without function, if dx is there, means 1 into dx, like we will feel like a constant and we will give answer as x. That is there. Another one, function normally will be there, function is there. A to b, if it is there, then it is called definite integral. A to b, lower limit, upper limit. Okay, see, now this definite integral, how can we write? As per the fundamental theorem of calculus, we can write like this: f of x. See, I am writing even plus c also. You see what is going to happen. Actually, we don't require for the definite integrals. This is under definite integral. For definite integral, c is not required. Even then, if you write c, what is going to happen and all, you observe carefully. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Okay. See, small f of x is a function, but after getting integration, this is going to become like capital F of x, like you think. This is a capital F of x. That means still variable is there. Still variable is there. Okay. What is this? See, here elongated s is there, but here bracket is there. This is bracket. These are parentheses. Okay. These are braces. Normally those are used for sets or something like. Okay. Bracket. Now there is no integral. Why? Because already we have done integration. Result has come. Small fx has become capital Fx plus c. Constant also has come, like you think, temporarily. See, a to b is there. Why? Because it is a definite integral, we have to apply limits also. A to b. See, how to apply this limit, you observe carefully now. That is equal to capital F of b minus capital F of a. Okay. See, capital F of b means naturally plus c also will be there. Then I am writing plus c also. Minus capital F of a plus c. Observe carefully. This is also plus c only, but we are doing minus. This is correct expression. You understand? Wherever x is there, variable, there only you are going to apply limit. Okay? You have applied. Okay. See what is happening here. F of b minus f of a plus c minus c. That means plus c minus c are going to get cancelled. If you open the bracket, minus f of a minus c. Minus f of a minus c. That is why we don't write plus c in definite integrals. Okay? Finally, what is the answer? F of b minus f of a. This is as per fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay? We go directly to 7.9 exercise. One by one we do. You can understand very what we can say clearly the concept. what is this concept and all. Why? Because if I write f of capital F of x to capital F of b, you are not able to understand. Let me do the exercise, then you are going to understand very clearly. Okay? Okay. Target is 10 questions in this class. Let us see exercise 7.9. Evaluate the definite integrals. Okay? See here they have not asked you to do the evaluation by the limit of sums. Okay, when they don't ask limit of sums and also for normal marks, then you are going to apply this fundamental theorem. Okay, you see, 2 questions I have written, 2 questions I will do. Afterwards I am going to do third, fourth question like that. See, first question, integral -1 to 1 x plus 1 dx. Okay, see how I am tackling this question. Observe carefully. Okay, see, -1 you keep aside. You do first integration of the function f of x, small f of x, then you make it a capital F of x. See how I am doing. Now we need not write a plus c. Already we have seen, even if you write also, that is going to get cancelled. Okay. See, integral x is what? X square by 2. Plus is there, okay, plus you keep. Like I1, I2 also you can do, but in mind itself you can do when normal functions are there. This gives x square by 2 integral. Integral 1 dx or integral dx means x. This is capital F of x. You put to capital bracket, what you can say, this bracket. Now you apply this -1 and 1. You understand this? Okay? Now how you have to write? See, first you have to apply 1 minus, next you have to apply -1. You see what I am doing? That is equal to, if I apply 1 square by 2 plus 1, okay, then close this bracket, minus, see, upper limit minus lower limit, that you keep in your mind, lower limit, -1 whole square by 2 plus -1, okay. Now you see, 1 square is 1 only. Okay, you see what I am writing, 1 by 2 plus 1, 1 by 2 plus 1. You open the bracket. If you open the bracket, this is going to become minus c, minus 1 square, 1 by 2, but minus 1 by 2. See, here plus minus means minus, but outside minus is there, plus 1. That is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 going to get cancelled, 1 plus 1, 2. This is answer. You see, if you want to do, already we have done x plus 1 in our limit of sums exercise, 7.8 exercise. How much time it takes there and how much time it has taken here, you see. This is first question, that is why a little bit slow I have told you, to understand you clearly. Okay. See, this is very simple. Okay. Let us go for second question. Second question, let us go. See what they have given. Integral 2 to 3 1 by x dx. What is integral 1 by x dx? Log x. Write down log x. Log x. Then put to bracket lower limit 2 to 3. Okay. Integral 1 by dx is log x. Log x from 2 to 3. Like that also you can call. Okay. Apply now. Log 3 minus log 2. Directly I am writing. Why? Because see, when x is there, x or x plus 1 or x plus 2 or x square, then you have to put some bracket or something like that. Nothing is there. Log 3 directly you can write. Log 3 minus log 2. We know one formula. Log m minus log n is equal to log m divided by n. That is equal to log m divided by n. This is answer. No plus c. This is constant value. Here also constant value. No x will come in definite integrals. That you keep in your mind. Do you understand this concept and all? This is very easy. Okay. Let us go for third and fourth question. Okay. Let us go for third question. You see what they have given. Integral 1 to 2 4x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 9 dx. Okay. This is integral. Okay. See how I am doing. I am putting bracket. That is equal to, see, 4, okay, integral x cube, x to the power of 4 by 4, x to the power of 4 divided by 4, this 4 will get cancelled, we will see afterwards, minus 5, integral x square x cube by 3 into x cube by 3, no cancellation, plus 6 integral x dx x square by 2 into x square by 2 plus 9 integral 9 dx 9x close. Okay, see, okay, but 1 to 2 also you have to write na, 1 to 2. Okay, okay, let us proceed. That is equal to, you see, x to the power of 4 minus 5 x cube by 3 plus, you see, 2 into 3 3x square plus 9x 1 to 2. Okay, now there is no cancellations and all. Let us apply this limits now. Okay, let us apply limit, upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. 2 if you apply, 2 to the power of 4 minus 5 into 2 cube divided by 3 plus 3 into 2 square plus 9 into 2. Okay, this you put parenthesis inside, minus lower limit. Again apply lower limit, 1 to the power of 4 minus 5 into 1 cube by 3 plus 3 into 1 square, 3 into 1 square plus 9 into 1. Small bracket and small parenthesis and capital bracket. Okay. See, 16 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4. How much? 16. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Okay, 16. See, 2 cube is 8. 8 into 5, 40. 40 by 3. Minus 40 by 3 plus 2 square is 4. 4 into 3, 12. Plus 18. Okay. Then you put parenthesis. Finalize this. 1 minus 1 cube. 1 5 by 3 plus 3 plus 9. Okay. Okay. See, now you can open the bracket. Okay. 16 plus 12. See, 12 plus 18. 30. 30 plus 16. 46. 46 minus 40 by 3. Minus 40 by 3 I will write afterwards. Why? Because here also 5 by 3 is there. Minus. See, 1 plus 3. 4 plus 9. 13. 13 minus. Write down minus 13. Okay, see, 5 by 3 is here plus. Why? Because minus 5 by 3. Minus of minus 5 by 3. Plus 5 by 3. Plus 5 by 3. Minus 40 by 3. Okay. LCM 3 you can take. You can get the answer. Okay. See, 46 minus 3. 33. Okay. Yes, 33. 5 minus 40 minus 35 by 3. Minus 35 by 3. Minus 35 by 3. That is equal to, you see, 99 minus 35 by 3. 9 minus 5 4. 9 minus 3 6. 64 by 3 will be your answer for this question. Okay. See, this question is what we can say. It is taking a somewhat little bit space. That is why I have written only one question. If the question is smaller, then I will do 2 questions. Okay. Take this. We will go for 4th question. Okay. Okay. See, 4th and 5th questions. If you observe, integral limits are changed, but sin 2x, cos 2x. Okay. See, how can we do and all? Integral sin 2x minus cos 2x by 2 minus cos 2x divided by 2. Okay, because integration, if multiplication of x is there, means that going to be divided. Okay, and you apply limit also, 0 to pi by 4. Okay, then you apply limit, that is equal to minus of cos 2 into pi by 4 divided by 2 minus minus cos 2 into 0 by 2. I have applied limit also. Okay. Minus cos 2x by 2 will be the answer. 0 to pi by 4. 0 to pi by 4. Pi by 4 I also have given minus this also. Okay. You see what is happening here. 2 pi by 2 it is going to make. Cos pi by 2 value is how much? Cos pi by 2 is 0. Okay. Sin pi by 2 is 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Sin 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1. Okay. If numerator is 0, denominator is 0. That's all. Then this is going to become 0. Minus of minus plus. Plus I am writing. Okay. Now you tell me cos 2 into 0 means cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. 1 divided by 2, 1 by 2. Then final answer will be 1 by 2. Okay. Let us go this side. This is equal to integral cos 2x plus sin 2x by 2. That means sin 2x divided by 2, but limit 0 to pi by 2 you have to apply this limit also. Okay. Okay. That is equal to sin 2 into pi by 2, sin 2 into pi by 2 divided by 2 minus lower limit sin 2 into 0 divided by 2. Okay. See, when you apply limit, automatically these limits will not be there. Here limits are there, not applied. When limits applied, then these limits again you should not write. Okay. That you keep in your mind. Okay. See, 2 going to get cancelled. Sin pi value how much? 0 only. Why? Because sin 0 also 0, 180 also 0. 90 is 1, 270 is minus 1. Okay. This is going to become numerator is 0 means denominator whatever it may be 0. That means that is equal to 0 minus sin 2 into 0. That is also 0. 0 by 0, 0. That's all 0. That means 0 minus 0, whatever it may be, the value is 0. Okay. 4th question, 5th question take, and we will go for 6th question. Okay. See 6th question, 7th question. Okay. I am putting one line in between. Okay. See 6th question. Integral 4 to 5 e power x dx. Let us finish this, then we will go for there. Okay. See, d by dx e power x and integral e power x both will result e power x only. Right? Right? E power x. E power x. But you have to apply limit also. 4 to 5. Okay. 4 to 5. Upper limit minus lower limit. Right? E power 5 minus e power 4. Why? Because where x is there, there only this limit goes. This is answer, but you can take e power 4 common. E power 4 if you take common, e minus 1. E power 4 into e power 5, e power 4 into 1, e power 4. E power 5 minus e power 4. Okay, this is answer for this 6th question. Let us go that side. Okay. See, integral tan x dx. See, 0 to pi by 4 is there. First let us do integral. Integral tan x dx. You see, two results will come. Minus log cos x or log secant x. Which one is easy for us to put these values? Cos is easy. Why? Because cos values you know. For secant again you have to reciprocate those values. I am taking minus cos x only. Minus log cos x. Okay, that is equal to minus log cos x. But cos x you have to keep in modulus. Okay, over no. You see how I am writing. This you put in bracket. Then apply 0 to pi by 4 limit also, because we are doing definite integral. Minus log cos x. Okay, log secant x or minus log cos x. Okay, cos x values we know. Okay, write down. That is equal to minus log modulus cos. See, both are positive values only. Even if you apply these values, positive only coming. That is why you need not keep now modulus. If it comes to negative values, then you keep modulus and make it positive. Okay, log of cos pi by 4 minus again minus log, then minus of minus plus log of cos 0. Okay. Okay. What is the answer? Cos pi by 4 1 by root 2. minus log 1 by root 2, write down, minus log 1 by root 2 pi by 4, cos pi by 4 1 by root 2, sin pi by 4 also 1 by root 2. Cos 0 is how much? 1. Log 1 is 0. See, cos 0 is 1, but log 1 is 0. That will keep in our mind. Whatever may be the base, it may be base e or it may be base 10, or it may be the base whatever it may be, but log 1 is 0. Okay. How can you write this? Log 1 by root 2 whole to the power of minus 1. Shall I write like this? Minus I have set m log n to the power of n, like I have set. See, whenever minus 1 is there, then you reciprocate to remove that term. Log root 2. Is it okay? Definitely okay. In your textbook answer, 1 by 2 log something they have given. Even you can write this also. That is why I have written differently. You think both answers, both are correct. Okay? Let us go for 8th question. Okay, see, 8th question, 9th question, both I have written. Integral pi by 6 to pi by 4. Where the lower limit is less. Pi by 6 is less and pi by 4 is 45 degree, 30 degree. 30 degree to 45 degree. Like that you can think. Cosecant x dx. Integral cosecant x dx. Do you remember? Why? Because I have derived all these results. Log, integral sin x, integral cos x, integral tan x, integral cot x. All I have derived. Do you remember? Shall I write once again here? I am writing, you see. Okay? Note down. Integral sin x dx is equal to minus cos x plus c. Integral cos x dx is equal to sin x plus c. Okay? This is reversal for antiderivative, reversal of derivation. There d by dx of cos x minus will come. Sin x plus will come. If you do minus cos x, minus of minus plus is going to become. That is why this will come like this. Okay. This is sin cos. Tan, integral tan x. Just now I have seen log secant x. Modulus equal to log secant x plus c or minus log cos x plus c. Okay. That is for integral tan x. Next cot x. Integral cot x. Log sin x. Log sin x. Integral cot x. I am writing here again. Integral secant x. Log of secant x plus tan x. Plus c. Plus c plus c you have to add. Okay. This is for integral secant x tan x, secant x dx. Log of secant x plus tan x. Now write cosecant x dx. Integral cosecant x dx. Log of cosecant x minus cot x modulus plus c. See, wherever log comes, naturally modulus will come. See, for these 4 results, log will come. But see, if you observe carefully, these two are simple. Tan and cot, log is coming, but only single value, secant or cos, sin. Secant, cosecant, 2 values will come inside, 2 functions. Secant x plus tan x is for secant, cosecant x minus cot x is for cosecant x. See, logic is here. This I did not explain you much. If you come here, d by dx of secant x, tan x, both will be there. Like that you have to, what we can say, some analogy you have to make, similarity or something like, to keep in your brain or mind. Cosecant x also, minus cosecant x cot x, d by dx of cosecant x. Cosecant x, cot x both will come, but you apply minus. Okay? Why? Because integral, yes, no minus. Integral cosecant CO minus. Like that you think in your brain. Okay? Now I am going to rub these values. I am going to put here. Okay? Log cosecant x minus cot x you have to write. Let me write. That is equal to log of cosecant x minus cot x. Modulus you need not keep. Why? Because these are positive values only. Positive values only going to come. Okay. Pi by 6 to pi by 4. Why I have removed this modulus? You understand, na? Why? Because these values are going to give positive values only. Okay. Let us see. If you not comes positive value, then we will go to apply modulus. Okay. See what is going to happen. That is equal to log of, okay, cosecant pi by 4 minus cot pi by 4 modulus minus lower limit. Again, log of cosecant pi by 6 minus cot pi by 6 modulus close. Okay. Now you tell me what will be the answers. Cosecant pi by 4 means you first take sin pi by 4, then you reciprocate it. Okay, divided 1 by that value. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, cosecant pi by 4 is root 2. That means log of root 2. See how I am writing. Log of root 2 minus cot pi by 4. See, sin pi by 4, sorry, tan pi by 4, cot pi by 4, both are 1. Minus 1. Now you tell me root 2 value is how much? 1.414. 1.414 minus 1, positive value. You need not keep modulus now. Okay. You can keep bracket rather than modulus. Parenthesis. Minus log bracket parenthesis cosecant pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 reciprocate. Sin pi by 6, sin 30 is 1 by 2. If you reciprocate 1 by 2, 2. Minus cot pi by 6. Tan pi by 6 you reciprocate. Tan pi by 6. Tan 30. 1 by root 3. If you reciprocate root 3. Now you tell me 2 is 2. Root 3 is 1.732. That means it is less than 2. That is why there is no negative value. It fits. There is no required, not required any, what we can say, modulus. Now see, this you consider as m, this you consider as n. Log m minus log n. Log m by n. Write down. Log m by n. Okay. This is answer for your 8th question. Let us go for 9th question here. Okay. Integral 0 to 1. 1 by square root of 1 minus x square dx. What will be the integral 1 by 1 minus x square value? Sin inverse x. Sin inverse x by a. But here a is 1. Sin inverse x. Write down. Sin inverse x. That is equal to sin inverse x. But you apply limit also. 0 to 1. Okay. Applying limit is also very important. Sin inverse 1 minus sin inverse 0. Write down. Sin inverse 1 minus sin inverse 0. If you want, you can put bracket also. Outside and all. Okay. This is very simpler. That is why I have not kept anything. Sin inverse 1 means sin is 1 where at pi by 2. Write down pi by 2 minus sin inverse 0. Sin is 0 at where? 0 degree. 0 tan. 0 degree and 0 radian both. See, 0 degree, 0 radian both are same. But pi by 2 radian 90 degree. Pi by 2 minus 0 is pi by 2 only. Okay. This will be answer for your 9th question. Let us go for 10th question. Then we will going to stop this class here. Okay. See, 10th question. Integral 0 to 1, 1 by 1 plus x square dx. What is the value of 1 by 1 plus x square dx integral value? Tan inverse x. If rather than 1 something is there, then it will be like 1 by a into tan inverse x by a. But nothing is there here, 1 is there. That means 1 by 1 into tan inverse x by 1. 1 by 1 is 1 only. Tan inverse x by 1 also x only. That is why you write only tan inverse x. Okay, write down. That is equal to tan inverse x but you have to apply limit also, na? 0 to 1. 0 to 1. That is equal to. Okay? Tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. Tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. Okay? Upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. What is tan inverse 1? Where tan is at 1, tan where gives 1 value, that is called tan inverse 1. Where it gives pi by 4, that's all. Pi by 4 minus. Where tan gives 0 value, tan inverse 0 means where is tan theta at tan theta is 0. At what angle? 0 degree. Pi by 4. Okay? This is answer for your 10th question. We'll do one thing. We stop this class here. We'll try to solve the remaining questions in the next class, so that we will try to finish this exercise in next class. Okay? Thank you very much.